In the year 2054, on the planet Niflheim, Mickey awakens, shivering and covered in frost, deep inside a crevasse. As he calls out for his friend Timo, a ship passes overhead. Timo appears, surprised to see Mickey alive, but instead of helping, he just grabs Mickey's flamethrower. Timo coldly tells him it's not worth saving him, as he'll die soon anyway. This Mickey is a clone, number 17. Every time he dies, the company simply prints a new body and transfers his memories, which are updated weekly to avoid memory gaps. The science department is so used to the cloning process that they've become indifferent to it. During the printing of Mickey 17, a hose detached from the printer, briefly affecting the process before being reconnected. Cloning is illegal on Earth, permitted only in space, and only for designated individuals called Expendables. Mickey isn't technically expendable, but he's used for high-risk tasks since he can be easily replaced. One mission had him repair a machine outside the spaceship, but the machine was fine. They just wanted to expose him to radiation and record his slow death. When an accident severed his hand, the scientists thought it was fascinating. A later version of Mickey was printed with only 15 minutes to live, which they used purely for sampling, something Dr. Dorothy called special. 4 years earlier, Mickey and his best friend Timo had tried to open a macaroni shop on Earth, using money borrowed from shady lenders. The business failed, and soon dangerous men were chasing them. After being captured and stunned by high-voltage grenades, they met the brutal mafia boss Darius, known for torturing victims with a chainsaw. Fearing for their lives, the friends fled Earth. Timo managed to get into a colony expedition using a learner's permit to pose as a pilot. Mickey, having no credentials, blindly checked the expendable box on his application. A representative from the company gave Mickey a tour, explaining how clones are made using organic waste, from food scraps to human remains. Distracted by her alluring presence, Mickey missed most of the explanation. Before scanning him, she removed a zit from his forehead so it wouldn't appear on future clones. She then backed up his memories and injected a solution to stimulate recall. This caused Mickey to relive the traumatic memory of his mother's death in a car crash, for which he blamed himself. He was given a gun to self-delete as a test of loyalty, but when he hesitated, she pulled the trigger. It was unloaded. The ship launched, and Mickey had to adjust to life aboard. Food was terrible and strictly rationed, with alarms set off by any overconsumption. During the crew's first meal, former Congressman Kenneth, now the expedition leader, arrived with his wife and church delegate Yelfa. Kenneth wasn't very bright, just a puppet of the religious organization backing the mission. While most of the crew adored him, some were skeptical. Mickey noticed a stern security agent named Nasha and instantly fell for her. She invited him to sit with her, shared her food, and they bonded quickly. Kenneth delivered a speech outlining the mission, to build a new society on another planet. He banned sex to conserve energy, promising an intercourse encouragement campaign after arrival. His rules didn't stop Mickey and Nasha from secretly fooling around, even creating a numbered list of positions to try later. Mickey's status as a clone fascinated the crew, who constantly questioned him about death, something that made him visibly uncomfortable. One day, Nasha threatened to shoot someone to let them find out firsthand, causing a cafeteria brawl that got them jailed overnight. Mickey's rations were cut in half. Nasha also became increasingly possessive, warding off other women. Upon arriving at Niflheim, Mickey was sent out unprotected to collect viruses. He quickly got sick and died, but repeated the mission multiple times until scientists found a vaccine. Once, he was still alive inside a body bag but was thrown into the cycler anyway. Thanks to versions 12 to 16, humans could now breathe Niflheim's air. Later, during a cave expedition, the team encountered worm-like aliens. One attacked Kai, but a team member scared it off with gunfire. As they retreated, Jennifer panicked and was crushed by falling ice. Kenneth later scolded Mickey for not dying in Jennifer's place. Mickey's punishment: halved rations and double shifts. He was then tasked with collecting alien samples. Timo would drop food during flyovers. One day, Mickey fell into a crevasse. As Timo left, a massive alien creeper found Mickey. Surprisingly, the alien and her babies played with him instead of attacking. She dragged him out of the crevasse and mimicked sounds he made. Mickey concluded clones were so disgusting that even aliens didn't want to eat them. When Mickey returned to the ship, he found another version of himself, Mickey 18, already printed. Shocked, Mickey 17 panicked. Multiples were strictly illegal. Mickey 18 knocked him out with a weight. The dangers of cloning multiples were known ever since a scientist named Alan cloned himself to commit crimes and avoid prosecution. Public outrage led to laws limiting clones. Only one per planet, enforced by Kenneth, who promised to eliminate any extras. Mickey 17 awoke being moved in a cart. Remembering Nasha's words that every Mickey was different, he realized 18 was more aggressive. They fought, and 17 proposed a truce. They could share shifts. 18 refused and attacked, but the arrival of Timo interrupted them. Timo, secretly selling a drug called Oxoful, got into a fight with 18. When 18 tried to kill Timo, 17 saved him, and a scuffle ensued until Nasha and Zeke, the head of security, intervened. To cover their tracks, 18 claimed Timo had accidentally fallen and he'd saved him. Watching Nasha leave with 18, 17 became deeply jealous. At a private dinner with Kenneth and Yelfor, Mickey feasted. They revealed their disturbing goal to create a pure-blood colony, inviting Kai to help reproduce. Suddenly, Mickey vomited. Scientists rushed in, diagnosing him with a rash caused by experimental meat hormones. They injected him with an untested drug, causing him intense pain. Kenneth almost had him executed, but Kai intervened and took him to her room. There, Mickey discovered Kai had dated Jennifer. She asked what dying felt like. Mickey admitted he hated it. When she tried to seduce him, he fled. Back in his room, Nasha knew immediately he was Mickey 17. Laughing, she marked him with lipstick. Both clones argued, but Nasha calmed them, suggesting they share chores and even their relationship. Just as things turned intimate between the trio, Kai walked in, speechless, and left. Later, Mickey 18 armed himself to kill Kenneth. Nasha tried to stop Kai from reporting the clones, but Kai offered to stay quiet in exchange for a Mickey. Nasha objected, calling Mickey a person, not a toy. The argument was cut short as 18 attacked Kenneth during a public event. A creeper emerged from a rock, causing chaos. 17 tried to communicate with it using mimicry. As 18 fired a gun, Nasha and 17 tackled him. A second creeper killed Kenneth before more damage could be done. The crew was jailed. Timo received a letter from Darius. His men had followed them. Darius would forget the debt if Timo sent a video of Mickey being chainsawed. Timo begged Mickey 17 to die for him. Mickey 18 volunteered, claiming higher pain tolerance, but then attacked the guard, leading to a jailbreak attempt. Zeke stopped them, but as they were marched through the ship, the creepers surrounded it. Dr. Dorothy thought the creatures were intelligent and began developing a translator. Kenneth and LFA tortured the baby creeper and branded 18. They deleted Mickey's memory backup. Nasha protested, saying the creepers were the planet's natives, humans were the intruders. Kenneth ignored her, mocking Mickey as garbage the creepers didn't eat. LFA suggested a competition. The clone who returned with 100 creeper tails would live. Mickey 17, feeling guilty over his mother's death, accepted. Outside, the mother creeper confirmed she saved him but said humans murdered her baby. To prove her power, she and her babies emitted a screech. Dorothy handed Mickey a translator. Communicating with the mother, Mickey promised to return her baby. She demanded a human life in exchange. As Kenneth approached, Nasha rescued the baby and tried to negotiate. In the chaos, 18 sacrificed himself and Kenneth by detonating the clone's bomb. In the aftermath, the crew was jailed again. LFA went mad and self-deleted. Timo killed one of Darius's men and got probation. Nasha later ran for committee, aiming for reform. Dorothy completed the translator and Mickey bonded with the creepers, learning their screeching was harmless bluffing. 6 months later, Mickey caught Yelfor printing a new Kenneth. When she asked him to touch her bleeding hand, he realized he was no longer afraid. The story ends with Mickey attending Nasha's speech as the new committee leader. She announces the Expendables program is over, and Mickey destroys the cloning machine, once and for all.